What's up? I'm Noelle at Noelle's Notions, and this is Fame by the Flame with Esquire and Cleo.
Hey.
I'm so glad we have the dream team here, right?
Big monogamy.
You can't get any more monogamy.
Yeah, it's the ultimate level of monogamy with these two, right? Oh, showing love on the camera. I love it, you guys. So before we dive into each of you as artists individually, I really want to talk about, you guys together and the collaboration that you guys have going on. So how does that all work?
Well, it starts off by arguing a lot.
Okay.
I ask way too many questions, but at the end it's just kind of like film it. I usually take more on like filming.
Okay.
And he's like directing.
Yeah,
okay.
Videographer right
cool,
here.
Yeah.
Cool.
She's been there for everything, like 90% of everything.
90%.
She's
That's like
filmed
the whole
it,
yard
yeah.
pretty much. And so how long have you guys been together and working together?
So
20 years, 30 years.
like
Okay, not counting past lives.
okay, so well I met Gio in the 7th grade. You know, that's when he moved from SAC to Hercules.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't start dating till like we were in the 10th grade.
Oh, okay, but still, that's a long time.
Yeah, but the whole like creativity, the whole like infusion of creativity and stuff like that really didn't get started till I want to say like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Was when I got the iPhone 6.
Oh.
You gotta get the iPhone 6.
So it started with the iPhone.
It started with the iPhone.
Just some good technology, some genuine love, and then you got all this artistic flow,
Yeah,
right?
Rest in peace to Big Steve.
And then the next thing you know, like, we'll be bored chilling at home and it's just like, hey, shoot this video for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, alright, just tell me where to point
Just
real
take
quick.
out your iPhone 6.
Take out my iPhone, and then next thing you know, I got a little bit more comfortable behind the camera,
Mm-hmm.
and then voila.
Awesome. And so I really want to talk about, when you guys are making your movie together. I know that you're doing the music and you're doing the artistic side of it, all the filming. So I really, before we talk about your side of it, I want to dive into your side of it. So the music. I think your music is really cool. Like, I can't even put a description on it.
Yeah,
For those of you
it's
who haven't
out
heard
there.
it, you got to...
Yeah.
You gotta listen to his stuff. I mean, it's like the best way that I can describe it would be like a mixture of like trance, hip hop, spoken word. Like, that's kind of what I would think it kind of all collabs into.
Damn, that's
Is that the
tight.
best compliment?
Yeah, people usually are just like, I don't know, what is,
Really?
Yeah, what are you doing?
But there's no genre to even like, because sometimes I'm just like, that part right there sounds like you're doing a little bit of like Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, it's like, I'm just like, what goes on in that brain of yours? Like,
It's
first
just
of all.
mumble rap's finest.
I was gonna say, does it start with a joint and then just ends with like a whole jam?
I don't know. It starts with time traveling.
Traveling.
Yeah, it starts with why I'm here, how I got here, and just channeling that message. You know, not forgetting the cosmic duty. That's what you gotta remember. Remember why you're here. Don't sleep on yourself.
Well, I really like that your music has all these underlying elements to it, of like spirituality and just kind of finding your own path. And it's really cool that your music is a definition of that you really are making your own path, and you're really not describable under any other artist in terms, like, I couldn't point out another artist who I think has the same sound as you, which I think is pretty cool.
That's heavy. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, for fans who have not heard your sound yet, what is the best way for them to get access to that?
The best way to get access to my music is to get 10 to 20 of your friends, be in an enclosed space, and devote about like 90 minutes of your time to each other. The music, it's on the internet. You just Google Esquire Ali, but it's really more for you guys. It's less about digesting me as a person and just experiencing each other. I think that's
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
it's
cool.
crazy. Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely feeling the vibe. When I was listening to it, I was like, oh man, like what you're saying, like I could totally imagine just me and my friends, like just blazing in a room, like in clothes, like holding hands, like kumbayaing, you know, together. Yeah, alming, you know, like all together and just like feeling it. It's almost like, you know, when you're like playing a video game and they have all those trancey kind of background soundtracks, you know, that you just lose yourself to. I think that's kind of the same vibe you have.
Yeah.
And now I want to talk about the project that you said defined you, which is Schwagtober. Schwagtober 5, you guys.
Schwagtober 5, the Schwag father himself. So Schwagtober 5 partakes in a very distant apocalyptic future in which I, Esquire Ali, the captain of the Gunesh Enterprise, is meeting his sure-to-be doom, and destruction looms within the deathly hollows of the Gunesh Enterprise. For those who don't know, the Gunesh Enterprise is an intergalactic time-traveling cruise ship. Pick up guests.
That's cool.
Through various dimensions, various times. It's very reminiscent of the Fifth Element, and just the composition and production and the aesthetic is really. I spend my time, put my heart, my soul, every heartache, triumph, hardship, every, just any emotion, just the array. I just
shoved it in there.
Yeah, and it's conveniently available. Schwagtober 5.
Let's switch gears a little bit and go to some lighter, playful stuff on the art side over here for Cleo. So I really want to talk about your start. I mean, we heard a lot about Esquire's, him putting his whole heart and his soul and just everything he's got into his music. And I really want to dive into, what do you put into your artwork and how'd you get there?
How I got there, I have been drawing for my whole life, but it wasn't until recently when I actually gained the artistic confidence to even put my work out there.
Okay.
Last fall, I want to say, towards the end of summer, I got asked to be a part of this art collective.
Oh, cool.
Where we basically raised tons of money for the BML chapter here in SAC, and also a community member's top surgery, and that was the first time I ever got to display my art. It was with the Occupy Space Movement folks, so shouts out to you guys, So that was the start of me actually taking the time out and being look, I have this talent, I can really just utilize this to just kind of use it for self-care purposes, everyone goes through whatever they go through every day. Life sometimes hits us hard, but you got to find an outlet, and that's when I really took that opportunity and be
yeah,
fuck my insecurities, dude. This is for me. This is my self-care. This is how I'm going to help myself in the long run, and I did it. And since then, it's just been I'm going to learn to keep putting myself out there and really just put that in my art and just use it as an outlet,
Oh my God, are you capturing this love going on right now? This is so great.
This isn't really how it is when we come home.
It's it's usually the arguing first, right? It's
usually the arguing first, and then it's
yeah.
You're so fake, but it's okay.
Well, I'm so glad that we're able to see the many sides of this big monogamy going on right here, you guys.
This is the fun side.
Yes, and speaking of which, First on Fame by the Flame, isn't that your guys' new track title?
Yeah, so,
We've been cooking up something,
Yeah, something secret. It's,
something secret.
It's music, movies, dance, restaurant, bar, nightclub.
Just everything in one. Anything you ever want, they're going to bring it to the table, you guys.
Big monogamy.
Big monogamy.
Big monogamy.
The Captain's Ball.
Yes, and I was going to say, let's talk about this.
Oh, yes.
So, Captain's Ball, right?
Yes.
March 9th. March
This
9th.
week.
March 9th is coming up quick. Yeah,
Yes.
2 weeks, I think.
And
Yep.
it's in Sacramento. It's going to be crazy. Like, before I say anything about the Captain's Ball, the reason why I got into music, Illicism, the whole Fly High, Chewy, Plus, Abstract Ninja, just anybody, anybody that's just held it down out here. El Solo, Blapstar, Papes, you know, the list goes on. Dude,
I was gonna say we need like a full list to like
yeah,
or like roll some credits so we can review all those shout outs.
Yeah, for real, because like, dude, I'm telling you, like, being like 13, 14, and then going to the Bay with like this like real the tone is like Nutty North influence, like being bestowed with some of that game and taking that to the Bay, like, that's very impactful. And then being able to like do shows with people like Abstract Ninja and you know, Nate Curry and Nicotinus and you know, those are my boys. But you know, like, I've looked up to these dudes, and it's crazy being able to like work with people that are on that caliber, you know.
Yeah.
But enough about them.
Yes, let's get back.
Captain's Ball. The Captain's Ball.
The captain.
Yeah. The captain.
Captain, can you hear me?
Captain.
Are you there, Captain?
Captain, we
Captain
have a problem
Ball's
in the
starting.
bunker. Captain, we need to. Yeah, the Captain's Ball. My good boy Uncle Pill. Igwe Aka.
Yeah.
Alec Good. Abstract Ninja. In Smokey, he's a good guy. Me. Who else?
Nate Curry?
Nate Curry.
Nate Curry.
Uh,
I'm a big fan of Nate Curry, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Fan
I
love.
don't know when to stop. I don't know when to stop. Yeah, but if I forgot who else is on the line, I'm sorry. But I think that's it. Usually, like, when we do shows out here, it's a pretty, like, nucleic group of people.
Yep.
And I just want to show love and really pay homage to the people that have done this shit before me. Like I would be a fool to not pay my respects, try to give back, just blatantly disregard the torch that's been handed to me, you know, like, because there's legends. I'm talking living legends in Sacramento right now.
Yes, Sacramento is on the come up, and there's so many great artists here, and I'm glad, you know, that you guys are on Fame by the Flame, and that I've had the opportunity to highlight so many other wonderful artists who, like you said, are the foundation of the music scene in Sacramento. I think it's really cool. And I'm really excited for the ball when you guys are going to perform together, because you now are turning from artist to musician, right?
The last time I was on stage was, I want to say, junior year in high school before our dance team got cut. That was like the last time I've ever performed like any
Amazing dancer, Jabberwocky.
No.
Michael Jackson.
Oh, stop it. Not quite Michael Jackson. You can't put me in that same caliber. No.
I've seen it with my own.
Yeah. We have validation right here that your performance level is through the roof. So what is your feeling now that you're going to be on stage for the first time in a really long time?
Angst. But not in a bad way. You know, it's like...
that good kind of butterflies in your
Good kind of
stomach.
butterflies, you know, a little nervous, but I think I can do it. No, I know I can do it.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure you can do it, especially when you got him by your side. He seems like a very encouraging guy.
He is.
Yeah.
That's my background to everything.
Well, and speaking of which, you guys definitely encourage each other. I know that in your bio, you have the link to her art website, right? Which fans, if you have not checked both their Instagram, please do right now and click in the bio where you can actually buy Cleo's art. Yes.
So I am also selling t-shirts. So the first time ever I dropped my t-shirts, February 4. It is a portrait of me. They're printed via what is it? Direct to garment. So really
Yeah,
cool.
cool.
Pretty
They're
good
nice.
quality.
It was funny because I actually saw you from across the room at Golden Bear with that shirt. It just like,
Yeah.
it just is like lights up the room. And that's courtesy of OG Natho, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
He took those photos. So
Shouts out to
shouts
Natho.
So thanks,
Help
Natho.
that man get his stuff back.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He has
I
a
hate
GoFundMe page
Yeah.
set up for his
Yeah.
stolen goods.
Help
None of
that
breaks our
man
heart.
get his stuff back for real. I'm calling out to everyone watching this. Let's go.
Let's help the
do
homies, you
this.
guys, for
Yes.
sure. Get everyone back up on their feet.
Yes.
For those people that want to go to the ball, how
Yes.
do they get tickets for that? Like, how do they connect on that? Like, what's the best way?
All right, listen. Captain's Ball, it's open to the public. However, it's very exclusive. Only
Okay.
the most positive and only the most confident and the most loving in themselves can come. If you hate yourself, don't even think about it.
Stay away.
But if you
guys.
love yourself, the Captain's Ball is for you. Just pull
follow
up.
us on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Pull
Follow
up,
us
you
on
guys.
Instagram.
The flyers
Pull
will
up.
be.
Yeah, it's out there. If you ask about 5 people, I guarantee you 2 of them know about the Captain's Ball. Yeah,
And it's on March 9th, you guys.
March 9th at the
Silver
Silver Orange.
Not the
Orange.
giant orange.
The
Silver
Silver Orange. Yeah,
Wow.
it's gonna be a good time. Captain's Ball.
It's going to be a great time. I mean, the roster of performers is really big, and, you know, all the people that you shouted out have really deep roots, not only in Sacramento, but the music that they put out is very original and
Yeah.
unique. And you being one of the artists that's performing, I
Mhm.
really want to talk about your unique sound and your
Mhm.
influences that created that sound that now have you performing at places such as the Governor's Ball.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Captain's Ball.
Yeah, the Governor's Ball's next.
Yeah, right?
Give
yeah,
him an idea.
yeah, but
Right? Light bulb.
I'm gonna go chronologically with influences. It would start with like Rick James, Prince, Michael Jackson, Parliament. Let's shift over to my pop. That was my mom's influence. DMX, New Edition, Phil Collins. Yeah, there's a big pop.
Phil Collins. James.
Yeah, for real. And then just as I got older, you know, a lot of just everything everyone else was listening to. Like Nelly was really big when I was a kid. I remember Eminem was
Yeah.
super popping. But once I started learning about the local stuff, man, it was a rap. Like Fly High, dude, Yay, Nicotine, Joel, dude, all the boy. Like that's really what did it. Then Fly High, TUS, C plus. Oh man, like I remember being young. Oh, all the South Sac house parties. If you
Yes.
know, you know. And I was young. Like
Oh yeah, I was back in those days before Hoff was Hoff, and they were throwing house parties, and
Uh-huh.
now they're up all around Sac. They have Salter Saturdays at High Water. They're at Love at Sky Lounge on Fridays. Like
Mhm.
they have Cake Wednesdays. They're everywhere.
Yeah, it really took the city over. Well, Trade Voorhees, Illicism, of course. I can honestly say Illicism is my favorite rapper ever of all
Okay.
time. Probably him and Bass God, like, just cause man, like, he was the filthiest, and it's just a very crazy story about this man. Like, I really wish that, oh,
That's me.
I really wish we could
Who is
get
it?
it going.
Can you put it on mute? Okay, hold on. Okay.
Yeah, dude, cause like, man.
Wait, let's restart that question.
Alright.
So, you left off with saying that, Bass God.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, Bass God and Illicism are my favorite artists of all time. Like, past J-Elect, past MF Doom, like, Illicism, man. Like, and that is him and this dude on my World Coast.
Dad.
Yeah,
Shouts out
Dad. Shouts out to Dad. Like, those are 2 people that I really, like, do it for, man. Like, my dream. This is my dream. I want to take Illicism on a world tour, dude. Like, I think he's that
Yeah.
nasty, and he deserves that shit. Like, in my opinion, nothing. Nobody would make music out here. Like, you know, because Sac got Brother Lynch. Sac now got Mozzie. Like there's that. But I'm talking, yeah, I'm talking on some, like, swag, like, you know, just real, like, hype beastie type shit. Like, everything that everybody's on now is because illicism do fly high. Like, for real, it's forever have a place in my heart, and I just want to shine for what they started, and I really want to just do it.
Well, you know, your influences are just as eclectic as your sound, and I think that's kind of why the two blend really well together. You know, you have all these different influences, you know, Phil Collins to, you know, Nelly.
Yeah.
You know, like that balance I think is pretty cool that you've been able to kind of acknowledge all those sounds and then create your own within it.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to your guys' new drop together. Again, you guys first on Fame by the Flame, they will be performing together for their new track. Right?
We are.
Yes,
Yeah,
and everyone's
the big
looking forward to that.
Things coming soon.
Monogamy.
Real quick, Brian Harden, if you're out there, I love you. Dylan Rhodes, if you're out there, I love you. Big shout out to my brother Kyle Tassini, Barzini. I love you, dude. If you're seeing this is for you. Shouts out to everybody else that I know you feel that I'm pointing at right now, because I don't want to speak too many names because I'm not into name dropping like that. But if you know, you know.
But
And
you
this-
done dropped hella names already.
I
It's
know,
all good.
I know, but I was
But
trying
you're
to keep
not
it
meant to
professional.
be.
Yeah, like I wasn't trying to be. Oh yeah, I know this person.
Well, it seems like you guys know everyone in SAG and that you guys are coming up on your own regards. And for those of you that don't have the pleasure of knowing them, you better get it straight real quick. I just want to say thank you guys. While they're in this warm embrace, I also want to take a second to thank Almana Labs, our sponsor, for having us. Jay, you're the best.
Thank you.
The best,
The
Jay.
best, Jay.
Until next time, you guys, I'm Noelle at Noelle's Notions, and this is Fame by the Flame with Esquire and Cleo.